Hey, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for weekly podcast uploads and also extra content that is coming up in the future. Also, please follow all of the Twitch channels so you can watch the podcast live and also tune in to our after parties and Q&As that we host after each podcast. Hey, what is up everybody? It's Animac here from the Anime Uproar YouTube and Twitch channel, and welcome to another episode of the Rant Cafe anime podcast. This is a Valentine's Day special because this Rant Cafe happened to fall on Valentine's Day. So, appropriately enough, today we'll be discussing the best ships in anime, our favorite anime couples of all time. And joining me today, we have Taku.
Yo! And I was thinking that what a coincidence that Valentine's Day fell out on a Rant Cafe day, not the other way around, my friend.
Wow, that is deep, man. I really appreciate that. Taku from the Taku YouTube channel. Also, this time I'm not going to forget the other person with us, Briggs from All Day Anime.
Well, you couldn't forget me.
You'd call Briggs just the other person with us? Wow, man. Every intro.
Last time I forgot hiding in public because you went on a tangent. So now I got to make sure that everyone's here. It's all three of us, right? I'm not missing anyone. No, I'm not. Good. Okay, cool.
Awesome. Pleasure to be
Looking
here.
Forward to this.
So we're talking about ships, right?
We are talking about ships.
Okay.
Lord Brigo, let's kick this off.
I will start it off. I have two ships in mind that honestly hold an amazing place in my heart.
I swear, if you say a battleship, I will slap you across the internet.
It's very hard because they're both amazing in their own rights. One of them has an emotional attachment, and the other is just physically superior. And of course, I'm talking about the Going Merry from One Piece and the Thousand Sunny. The Thousand Sunny being made of atom wood, the physically superior has way more gadgets involved, while the emotional impact that the Going Merry had was next level. It truly felt like we lost a member of the crew when when they had to let him go or it go. So I want to ask Nuts, what do you think? Which ship do you like better?
I like both ships. In fact, I would say that they are two of the best ships in anime. And I would like to also say that the Thousand Sunny gives its wood friend and foe.
First of all, thanks for teaming up to plan this just to spite me. Both of you.
What do you mean?
I guarantee you.
What do you mean just to spite you?
Beforehand.
Well,
anyway, Rank Cafe, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you mean by I don't understand what you're talking about. When you say planned this out beforehand, we just both coincidentally came up with the same best chips.
Yes. Rank Cafe, everybody, now available everywhere you get your podcasts, also on YouTube and Twitch. And we talk about the best ships.
Fine, Adamac, if you don't like my ships, what's your favorite ship?
The Battleship Yamato would be my favorite ship.
Animac pulling out some Battlestar Galactica had a cool ship.
All right, enough with this. Does anyone want to actually start with it?
I could if you guys want. Let's bring up a recent anime because I really loved the relationship between Mai and Sakuta from Bunny Girl Senpai.
I did too. I saw the freaking GIF you put on Twitter and I was like, damn it, I can't talk about that. It means you picked it. So go for it.
Okay, yeah. So again, to me personally, I feel that romantic comedies and high school romance anime were kind of in their heyday a few years ago, and then we got a whole bunch of them, a lot of them, ecchi and stuff, and I wasn't a huge fan, but Bunny Girl Senpai has really won me over, especially that first arc. We've talked about this, Nux. That first arc is one of the best in romance anime of all time. Mai and Sakuta are such a great couple. I love their dynamic. I love how Sakuta is not like this. He's kind of shy, but he's also like willing to say, things sexually suggestive, things like
he's
a normal
kind of shy. Of shy. He's the least shy person ever. That's why we love him. He's blunt. He doesn't say anything when he feels like he doesn't need to say anything. But, when he wants to say something, he has absolutely no issue running to the front of the school and yelling at the top of his lungs, I love Mai, just for the sake that people will pay attention to her and not forget her. Because if they forget her, then she will disappear into nothingness. It's a good anime. You should check it out.
No, that moment was so beautiful. And he doesn't have many friends. He's not super social, but he is hilarious.
And he believes in gender equality. He'll kick a girl's ass if she wants. And she deserves it.
Oh, man, I love his comments, sometimes, because it's like a teenage boy would be thinking this stuff. So, she's sitting there in a certain way, and she's saying stuff, and she's like, what are you thinking about? And he's like, I'm thinking about your legs. Like
I would
I
love to
thought it
have
was
your
like
legs wrapped
hilarious
around me
and
right
on
now.
point.
Yeah, no, I agree with Animac. I think they are. I feel like this podcast is gonna be a lot of agreeing this time around because like we're only gonna be choosing our favorites. Overall, I
not
love the anime, and I think the best part of it is just the dynamic between those two characters and how they converse. And like you said, Sakuto, is that how you pronounce his name?
Sakuta is the guy, Mai is the girl.
Yeah, I suck with names. You guys have probably already realized this by now.
I have.
But yeah, his sense of humor is just hilarious, and the way they converse.
Because it's such a deadpan humor.
Yeah.
And everyone else is so full of life for one reason or another. Either they're crying or they're laughing or they're happy. And he's just deadpan. I'm looking at your boobs.
Plus, like we were
I don't know.
expecting this ecchi, and then we get this actual like romance.
Yeah, Bunny Girl Senpai was the surprise top anime of 2018.
For sure.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that we get outright clickbait, which we YouTubers know something about, because the whole Bunny Girl Senpai in the title, having her in a bunny outfit in the first episode, and like that's it for like 5 minutes, and that's it, and the rest is actually a heartwarming paranormal romantic comedy. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like I appreciate that clickbait. Like they did a good job being YouTubers, right?
Yeah, of course. We respect the bait. We respect
it, exactly. We respect women and clickbait, often combined. Next, do you want to go for
women
one?
and clickbait definitely do good teamwork out there.
But
I have to say.
They also get demonetized, as you would know now.
I just freaking know. I just got so many videos demonetized. Anyway, as far as other ships, this is one that Lord Brigo will recognize. Animac won't because he doesn't heed my, recommendations. But Shiroe x Akatsuki from Log Horizon is one of my favorite ships ever.
Yeah. Well, Log Horizon is just awesome in general, and I feel like not nearly enough people have seen it, but I do like that relationship they got going on.
Is Shiroe the main guy? The guy that
is
looks
the main
like,
guy.
He looks like
He's the tall guy with glasses.
Tenya Ida? Yeah.
You mean the guy that Tenya Ida looks like him? Damn it. Anyway,
true. Log Horizon is older. I think Akatsuki is an interesting character. She always beats up that other guy, right?
Naotsugu.
Yeah.
Now Baka or whatever.
Now Baka.
Yeah, because
so
that's like
a
one of the
tsundere.
running jokes. She's not a tsundere at all. That's not pegged her wrong, buddy. Maybe you should watch the anime first.
She's an
But
aggressive
anyway,
I think she's a kudere. No, I feel like she's quiet.
She is a kudere a little bit.
Oh my god.
But the point is, she role plays, right? So originally, she was just role playing that ninja theme that she played when it was actually a game. Like Log Horizon is one of those isekai game animes where they got trapped in the game. So she, who is using a male avatar, was brought into the world in a man's body. So she had to drink like a potion to turn her back into a woman. But basically, I love this relationship because she originally is loyal to Shiroe as far as the role playing goes, and then that becomes real. And Shiroe doesn't even notice when the role playing ends and where the actual relationship begins. And I don't know.
It's true. Like she
I
continues
love
the
every
role.
moment with Akatsuki in it.
I think it's more Akatsuki's side of it that I love. Like I feel like she continues the role playing like to the end. Like I need to be by my master to protect him and stuff. But low-key, there's these feelings. They have a couple real moments, especially like within their dreams when they fucking die. I honestly, it makes no sense to me, but
Makes no sense to you. It was explained perfectly.
But they
You watched the second season? I didn't even know you saw this.
Yeah, I did watch the second season. I was trying to think, like, did they die at the same time? Like, how are they talking to each other while they're fucking dead? Like, and
because
respawning
they were
when you die.
waiting for the respawning.
Yeah.
They were in the server anyway.
But did it happen
Not
at the same
point.
time? Because it was kind of...
It did happen at the same time.
Makes sense, though.
It was while Shiroe was fighting a raid boss, while Akatsuki was defending Akihabara place.
I just want to say that our chat is unbelievable. Like, I'm so proud of them.
Because they're all shipping us.
No, they're all
proud of
shipping
some of
memes. Naruto X plot armor, Goku X anyone who's stronger than him.
Uproar X nobody. Sorry.
Wait,
Uproar.
are you saying that there are memes in the chat? Because here at Rank Cafe, we don't take kindly to memes.
Goblin Slayer X
Yeah.
Goblins.
We got some Isekai protagonist X truck. That's a great one.
God damn it! I'm sorry. I try not to ruin the audio for the podcast, but this is hilarious.
Yeah, let's try not to ruin the audio for the podcast. One thing I forgot actually.
Lord Twigo X Gilthunder's chair.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Mac. Very cool.
Those are like two immovable objects. How do you even do that? I don't know. But yeah, I forgot to mention that, just to remind everyone, that Xman_32 had the best review of last week. So if you contact me on Twitter at Anime Uproar, you will have a chance to get a free shirt from the Anime Uproar website, animeuproar.com, as a thank you for the reviews. We're almost at over 100 ratings on iTunes, and we've been getting some quality reviews, so we're going to talk about them again at the end of the podcast.
Sounds
Very cool,
good.
Anime. Very cool.
Carry on, guys. Carry on.
Anything else what do you like about Shiroe? I swear I just called him Shiro the entire time, but okay. Shiro and Akatsuki, like from Shiro's perspective, do you think like he adds her? I feel like he starts to acknowledge her feelings towards the end a little bit, and that was cool.
Right. So his acknowledgement meant a lot because he was an extremely, I don't know, he's a very thought out, antisocial type character. Like he'll manipulate everyone behind the scenes, but as far as public appearances, he sucks at all that. So I don't know. I don't think since Akatsuki is a role player and basically role played the ninja role, loyal to her master, always serving him, I don't think he realized until deep into the series that, oh my God, she actually likes me.
Yeah. And when he did acknowledge it, I think that was a very real moment for him. I feel like he's always been that like mastermind, and I feel like we never got to see him as a person, but rather his manipulating and him playing his role as well, right?
We always saw the villain in glasses.
Exactly. Like in a way, they're kind of similar because Akatsuki's playing her role as like the ninja, but he's playing his role as the villain in glasses, right?
Yeah. So I thought that was a really pure, awesome relationship.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, relationship is where shipping gets its name from.
Oh, really? It's not from the ships in One Piece, Nux and Briggs?
Well, we could start talking about the Moby Dick or the red hair pirate ship.
Yeah, I like the Moby Dick. I thought that was
you can start talking about. I'm not gonna even say it.
Yeah, because you realize how bad of a pun it was.
Bad, no. Inappropriate, yes.
Or Big Mom's ship is like.
I was thinking that, but I don't remember what it's called.
It's like I don't know what it's called either. But
Mama! I don't remember.
It's a threat in itself, the ship. But anyway, I think it's my turn.
Yeah, and then it gets chucked off a cliff.
GG, they're gone. Like, what happened to her crew?
Anyway, back to ships. The relationship kind of ships, because that's where the word ships comes from. Briggs, take it away.
I'm trying to remember who predicted it. Someone actually knows me too well and knew who I was going to say.
Don't say Miyu Furinji.
No, I'm saving that for later.
Oh, oops.
Third
Spoilers.
is says I predict Briggs will pick Okabe and Kurisu.
Whoa!
Mikase Kurisu. Makise Kurisu. That's how you pronounce it. I'm so bad with names.
That's how you pronounce it.
But I feel like they're like a perfect match. I don't think there could have been anyone more perfect for mad scientist, son of a bitch. What do you guys think? Did you guys like them as a ship?
I loved that couple. Oh my God.
Christina.
So because Christina actually is socially normal, right? She has the mad scientist part, but people actually get along with her and like her. She makes a good impression on everyone. Whereas mad scientisto, Okabe Rintaro, right? So he makes a terrible impression on everyone because, at least in the original Steins Gate, not Steins Gate Zero, he's a wacko. He's completely insane. But at the same time, they have so much overlap. And I think it's just amazing. Because at first glance, you would not think that they would like each other at all. Because outwardly, Okabe is this nut job, and Makise is this refined dudette, but there's still so much overlap, and that's why I love that relationship.
But I feel like in reality, they're both kind of nut jobs, like deep within, and then but
Okabe expresses.
Yeah, Makise is putting on a facade, while Okabe is just pulling every little piece of that nut job out and throwing it at the world, and just seeing their overlap with their love for science and trying to push boundaries is amazing. And honestly, it kind of went well with it really went well with the series, because if you know, Okabe is forced to like kind of like save the person he loves versus his like best childhood friend. And I think if they didn't have that connection between Christina or Makise and Okabe, it wouldn't be like, I feel like we would have liked Mayuri better potentially, or like I feel like they made us love the characters so much through these relationships, ships, that it made the choice bear so much more weight. And I truly Steins Gate's like my second favorite anime ever. You guys know this already.
I do.
Yeah. So basically, when we were talking about this topic, Briggs was like, "Don't you dare pick Okabe and Christina. That's mine. That is mine."
Well,
and
I'm a shonen fucking Chad, like you said, bro. I know like 3 couples. Do you think I give a fuck if Ichigo ends up with Rukia or Orihime, or if Goku ended up with Chi-Chi or Bulma? No, I don't care. Luffy's not banging anyone, man.
back to the 80s with the Chichi and Bulma thing, but fine, all right.
To be fair, Luffy needs armament hockey because otherwise it's pretty lame down there.
Nice.
As in terms
Speaking of One Piece,
hold on, Nox. I didn't weigh in on Okabe and Christina.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with you. They're an excellent couple. Like you said it really well, Briggs. Christina is like this worldwide recognized academic. Like she has this like reputation of being excellent, elite, and Okabe is just this crazy dude. And he's got his little apartment where he does crazy experiments, and yet their paths cross and they have this great relationship. And I definitely like them a lot. They're definitely a great couple.
Yeah.
So just to read a few more awesome ones in the chat, we have Hentai X Haven, we have Tekking X Virginity, and we have Nux X Shonen Whammon. Very cool. But it's Animax's turn.
No, it's Nux X respecting Shonen Women.
Yes. Thank you, Briggs, for correcting that one. I appreciate it.
No problem. I got it.
But thanks, bro. Tell that to YouTube, please. Tell them to remonetize my videos. Anyway, so it's Animax's turn, but I'm just giving him a suggestion here. You now have full right to talk about Kita X Kita's wife from JoJo's Part 4.
I mean, Kita's wife is an amazing shonen woman, but this is not my favorite couple because I ship myself with her, not Kita, right? But let me bring up...
she's technically married to 2 men, and you have to ship yourself with her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a masochist and I love it. But let me talk about Tachibana Kanade and Otonashi from Angel Beats.
I totally remember who you're talking about. It hasn't.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I liked Angel Beats a lot, but please take it away because I love Kanade, but I think Otonashi is one of my least favorite protagonists ever.
Really? I mean, I feel like he's a fine protagonist. Nothing overly special, but definitely an interesting guy. And I thought their relationship, like, because at first I wasn't even shipping him with Kanade because she seems like the villain of the story at first when they're in that mysterious purgatory high school, and she's like the angel, kind of like the villainous character. And yet the way that the anime takes a turn and how it turns out that they have a real life connection and where it goes with their relationship, and then that ending and those brief, like, I'm not gonna ruin it for anyone, but those like brief glances we get of that ending, I was like, wow, this is dope.
Yeah, that ending was amazing.
And I don't think anyone here can argue that Kanade stole Otonashi's heart.
To be fair, that's literally accurate.
Yeah, there you go. I stand by my choice.
This is so hard for me to talk about.
In the chat, Shiro X being the bone of his sword.
Oh my god, these are actually amazing. I feel like I can't really add to Animax's choice because I don't remember the series. It was like 12 episodes. I feel like I killed it in a day. I loved the ending, but I don't remember what I loved about it, Yeah, so if you have anything to say, you can.
I liked Angel Beats a lot. I thought it was one of my favorite comedies at the time of watching it because there are some really hilarious moments, like as a distraction, like self-destructing different people in the class's desks. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a great anime. I was not a fan of the protagonist. I feel like he was the same exact character as Shiro Emiya.
I mean, I doubt he was that bad.
He also had red hair.
bad.
He even had red hair.
Bad.
I remember liking the protag. Like, I thought he was pretty cool. Like, he wasn't super righteous. Like,
He kind of was.
but like not to the same extent as Shiro. Like, I don't know how to put this. Again, I don't have a super large memory, but I remember liking the protagonist, and I don't like Shiro, so.
Yeah, he's not as bad as Shiro. Nux is overdoing it, although I haven't seen it in a long time either. But I would remember if the protagonist had rubbed me the wrong way, like a Renton from Eureka 7, I would have definitely remembered that.
Yeah, no.
I finally started reading Berserk, everybody, the manga.
Oh my
I'm
god,
so
I was
proud
about
of
to
you.
say Guts and Casca.
Oh,
What do you mean? Guts and Griffith, bro.
I was going to
Okay.
say Guts X Puck. Isn't that like canon?
I was gonna say Horse X Farnese, but
I
You
guess
don't
I
get the
gotta keep
reference.
reading. I gotta keep reading.
Where are
okay?
you up to, man?
I've just like the first few, like 4 chapters in or something.
Oh, okay.
Are you reading like the several 100-page chapters that are in the beginning?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I would advise skipping them.
Well,
Because
I'm not going to.
I would advise it anyway.
I mean,
There's
he's
spoilers.
already he's pretty much done them, right?
Yeah, I'm very like I guess a stickler for reading stuff chronologically, so I'm
No,
not gonna be skipping. I'm not gonna be skipping.
Dude, you don't understand how Berserk was made. Those long chapters in the beginning, initially, he was not planning on writing a manga. There were like a few separate, one-off random stories that he wanted to write about this badass swordman guy. And then when he actually got a publication somewhere, he started from the beginning. Like, they're not actually part of Berserk.
Nux, I'm reading it as it is presented to me.
But
Okay.
it spoils the biggest plot twist in the story, man.
But I
don't.
think he already spoiled himself at this point. He already read 4 of them, right? If they're the 400 ones, he's pretty much done.
Yeah, Nux, just
No?
relax.
I feel like he already spoiled himself. I feel like at this
Relax,
point, I
okay?
agree with Nux to a certain extent, but I feel like he's in too deep. Just keep on going.
Yeah, I just want to read it the way it is. I don't want to, get philosophical about it because I don't have the experience with it. So I don't want to like skip stuff and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on now because I missed all this stuff. Anyway, back to anime couples. Anyone else want to go? Because I got a bunch.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I just want to address. Caesar said that the Going Merry gave him the feels, and he just watched the fight with Luffy and Usopp now. If you just watch the Usopp and Luffy fight, just wait until they like leave Water 7 or whatever they are. Like the feels will hit you even harder, man. I cried. I actually cried to a fucking ship.
No, dude. For me,
Brig, the Chad cried.
only a real Chad cries, okay, man?
I'm not embarrassed of my tears.
Takes
I
a
am the
real
bone of
man
my
to
sword.
call his mother mommy in public. Anyway, that was just a line. I just watched Suits, so that was
Oh.
there. Anyway, so I was saying Guts and Casca from Berserk, but I don't want to really spoil anything. But that relationship is so powerful because it spanned over the craziest amounts of twists and turns in each of their lives. So whatever.
I don't
Moving
know how
on,
it survived, to be honest. Like, that's fucked overall.
So I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
Damn.
that.
Berserk is one of those manga that I just don't want to spoil to anyone,
Okay,
but I
but,
want
like,
everyone to read. 'cause
Before the
it's so
twist
damn good.
happens, I ship Griffith and Guts 100%. That bromance, beautiful.
Yeah. And then
what
the twist happened, and you changed your mind maybe a little bit.
Just a tad. She still kind of did nothing
tad.
wrong, but like,
Yeah.
I understand the community.
Right.
All right, Adam Mac, take it away, man.
Yeah, so I'm still sticking with Guts X Puck for now, but we'll see. We'll see. Another one I wanted to bring up, and this is a really like deep one for me because it's so well written and so like I guess it's so conflicting, but Coda and Lucy from Elfin Lead. Because no, I've talked about this in previous Rank Cafe, the one about the anime that will mess you up. But Lucy does horrible things when she's younger that cannot be forgiven, including to Coda. She does horrible things when she's older, but all of these things that she does are in many ways the result of how she is treated as a freak, as a mutant, as someone dangerous. She is locked up, tortured, experimented on. So
All these things are not cool.
and these things are not cool. We don't support that. I thought that went without saying, Nux, but okay. The thing is that like you want to hate her for certain things, but then you can't because they make her such a complex, interesting character, and you still, at least I found myself still wanting Coda and Lucy's relationship to work, even though it's so complex, even though it's so difficult, even though she's done these things. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then there's also new, like the alternate personality of Lucy. And that is just another wedge thrown in there. And there's so much great stuff, guys.
They must be really good characters for you to still want it to go down. I haven't seen Elfin lead, but like that just stands to prove that they're good characters and their relationship must be so strong that it could somehow still want you for them to be together when they went through all that. That's crazy.
Oh man, you gotta watch Elfin lead. It's not long, so you definitely have to watch it.
I think it's only like 10, 11, 12 episodes.
I think I watched the first episode. And
I forget if it's 12 or 24, but it's not long.
Either way, I'm down.
I thought
it sounds
12,
cool.
but yeah, it's good stuff.
Nux.
Gray and Juvia from Fairy Tail.
That's a great couple, man. I think that's my favorite ship within all of Fairy Tail for sure. And
yeah, I know. I love this. Just the way it starts is Phantom Lord is a guild that's attacking fairy tales. And basically, they had all these countermeasures in play in order to take them out. And one of their top 4 guys, like their 4 elements, was Juvia, who's always this insanely, mopey character. There's a literal rain cloud flying above her head wherever she walks, raining on her, because she's always sad. And then she meets Gray, who freezes stuff, and she uses water and he uses ice, so that's cool. And she just it makes no sense that she falls head over heels for him, but it was so great that she just totally fell in love with him, even though he was on the other side, and he's like, oh, my prince, I'll save you, and she ends up defending him against other things. It was pure comedy. It didn't make sense, but from that moment forward, she became full yandere. And she's not particularly one of the strongest members of Fairy Tail, not even close. But whenever something would happen to Gray, she'd go into this crazy rage mode, and she'd be so much more powerful than the opponents. There was this one scene in the Grimoire Heart, I think, when they were fighting Grimoire Heart, where, I don't know, Evil Whammon was beating up Gray with this time magic stuff. And she just completely overwhelmed her when she showed up. And it's also hilarious because Gray is the type of guy he's always stripping, always getting naked, just because that's his quirk. And everyone in Fairy Tail has to have some weird quirk. But basically, that's him. And Juvia is always so excited when it happens. And he's always running away from Juvia because he's always not showing emotions. But she's always excessively showing emotions to an insane degree.
Yeah, it's crazy because I'd say neither of those 2 characters are even close to being my favorites within the series, but their actual relationship and dynamic is something that makes them my favorite ship. Again, because Juvia would have no emotions or be super sad, but then when she's talking about Gray. When he's talking about Gray, she gets happy. When someone's doing something to Gray, she gets super upset. It's like she's a different person, or Gray makes her a different and good person, kind of.
And whenever they're separated, she's sad, and she'll always be by his side. And he grows to appreciate her, even though originally the thing he's trying to do most is run away. I don't know. I like them individually too. Not gonna lie.
A little bit, but not as much as Urza or
I like Gray way more than Urza.
Well, I was saying Juvia versus Urza, and I like Gajeel, is that his name?
Yeah.
I like Gajeel better than Gray, but
I like Gray better. But not the point. That couple is epic, even though it's Fairy Tail.
Juvia is best girl because she's always wet.
Even
says Ezreal Strife.
Oh, there to go. I was waiting for who's gonna make that comment, Briggs. But even though I haven't watched much of Fairy Tail, even I've seen enough Fairy Tail to know how Juvia falls for Gray and stuff. So yeah, I'll give it to you, Nux. I think that is an interesting relationship, and it's kind of cool. And the power of yandere is a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Yandere will mess you up.
All right. Well, I said mine. Any of you want to take it away?
I just want to address something in the comments. Someone's better ship than Maki Sekirisu and Okabe Rintaro. I was just talking about within Fairy Tail. That like not even close. If they're like a 5, Okabe is like a 12. Okay. I'm gonna talk about Miu, Furinji, and Kenichi because that's what I do every stream. One Piece. You don't like them?
I didn't say that. I said I didn't see that coming.
Oh well. I love your sarcasm. I actually believed you for a second there.
Yeah, your first mistake was taking Nux seriously for even a second.
Yeah, for the first time ever. What was I thinking?
Bad idea.
But anyway, so Kenichi is definitely a different type of character. He's an underdog, and his dreams. By the end, he ends up achieving his dreams. I'm trying to figure out how to word this properly, but basically, he's pretty shit at everything. He ends up falling for Miu Furinji, who's kind of completely out of his league. But slowly, as the series goes on, he's able to like earn her respect in a way. Like she sees how hard he's working to get stronger, how he's able to stand up for what he believes in, and when he's a little bit whiny when he starts training, but when he has to train for his friends or people that he loves, he turns
a little bit whiny.
I try to look past his downsides.
Right, fair enough.
But anyway, like by the end, he ends up becoming the strongest disciple, getting the girl, writing his novel, right? And it was all through hard work. And Kenichi's a character that I personally relate to and love. And seeing the dynamic of like Miu only seeing him as a friend in the beginning, but slowly warming up to him as Kenichi develops as a person. Because the entire series is really about Kenichi changing and going through that development. And seeing how like she warms up to him because she sees how good of a person and how like much he's willing to like change or like do for his friends and people he loves is amazing.
Well, one thing I have to say, if I were to be the one titling History's Mightiest Disciple Kenichi, I would just call the whole anime Very Cool Kenichi Very Cool. I think that would be a far greater title. But yeah.
Very X cool.
I don't know. I love that ship because like right when they meet in the beginning, Miyu's about to get robbed by like these random street thugs, and Kenichi's like, "I will protect you," and he like jumps in front of her, and they beat the hell out of him. And then she's like, "That was so sweet of you," and then she beats the hell out of the thugs, right? Because it's like, but she really appreciates the gesture.
It was the same thing in the first episode. She's about to jump across like a lake, and he like dives in to save her when she didn't need his help at all. But like she thought he she was a normal human, right, and wasn't going to be able to jump across a lake like that. And she's like, "Oh, you're like so sweet for trying to save me." You're like, yeah. But he does get friend zoned like instantly though.
Yeah.
Kenichi, the only man to ever escape the friend zone.
Absolute mad lad.
He does completely change as a person from the beginning to the end, though.
At least he didn't get daughter zoned like Raftalia in the latest episode of Shield Hero.
Damn. I do like that relationship as well, but like not as a ship, just like dynamic between Raptalia and Naofumi, if that's how you pronounce his name.
Naofumi. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what it evolves into. There's room.
I don't want to hear about Shield Hero. Don't.
But right now, I think that it's definitely good as it is.
I think it's a touchy issue because Nux got demonetized.
Oh, I got my first Shield Hero video taken down and I re-uploaded, and now it's demonetized. I'm sad.
Call Daddy to subscribe to Twitch Prime. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And yeah, if you're listening as a podcast, we are live on Twitch at the Rant Cafe YouTube Twitch channel. We also have a Rant Cafe YouTube channel. So if you hear stuff about YouTube and Twitch, that's what's happening. I want to also bring up, I mean, I have to. And I know that there's people who underappreciate this anime, but I think Tomoya and Nagisa from Clannad and Clannad After Story is an amazing ship. One of the greatest in anime. Again, Nagisa is not my best girl in the whole show, but I feel like she is the best girl for Tomoya and, you know, and vice versa. I think that them two are great together. They grow together. They evolve together. They move beyond high school into actually starting a family, getting married, having a kid. So yeah, I love it. I love them. They're special.
Nice.
Guess what? I've also now watched Clannad.
Absolute mad lad. You're such a lucky guy.
Dude, I appreciate that, I watched like 200 series, but I really haven't explored that far out of like the genres that I like.
Yeah, well, in Clannad itself, I didn't like that ship. I thought that Nagisa was the worst choice he could have possibly made. Okay, I liked Miu. Is that her name? Not Miu. Kaon.
Okay, Nox, I'll help you out.
It's been a while.
I think you mean Kyo.
I do mean Kyo. Thank you very much. And I also like Tomoyo.
Yeah, there's Tomoyo, there's Kyo, there's Ro, there's Kotomi.
Right.
There's a
So
lot of
I didn't really like Kotomi, but I did like Kyo and Tomoyo, and I did not like Nagisa. I thought she was the biggest ditz ever.
I don't think she's a ditz. I think she's just, a character that's been through a lot, and she's so nice and kind, and just a kind soul. Nux, shut your mouth.
I'm gonna quote her right now, but you're not gonna like it. Okay?
No, you shut your mouth.
I'm gonna quote her words. Her words.
No, you
I'm
won't,
not gonna even
because
change your words.
why would you have a quote prepared? How?
Maybe I do.
We're live right now. Like, what? How
Okay,
would this happen?
maybe I do.
Prepared a quote just to be a douche. Is that what you did?
That is what I did.
Lovely.
Well, don't worry. It's a pretty straightforward quote. I mean, she does say it like 16 times because she probably forgot she said it in the past since she's a ditz. But like, oh my god, these cherry blossoms are beautiful. It's like, I feel like it's a promise. You remember that line?
Do not. First of all, the dub must not be mentioned. Second of all, there's meaning behind those cherry blossoms, man. Don't make me get into this. Don't make me.
Dude, she says it like 4 times.
Cherry blossom symbolism, bro. It's real.
I mean,
It's
I love
real.
cherry blossoms, so.
Anyway, that was a reference to a snobbish YouTuber we all know that likes to talk about flower symbolism, ironically. But let me also talk about, now that I established the greatness of Clannad and no one can ever deny it, let's also talk about Manma and Jintan from
tier YouTubers all praise Clannad, but like the new generation of anime YouTubers stay away from that.
Manma and Jintan from Anohana.
Okay, that was a good ship. I will give you that one.
By the way, why am I the only one coming up with these ships, guys? Like, am I the only one?
You just did 2 in a row, man. We were alternating, and you break the cycle? What a douche.
Yeah, well, Manma and Jintan, they're so good. Like, it
It would have been good to get some YouTubers that like watch shoujo anime or like watch a lot of romance stuff.
They all have dates.
It's true. They have dates and we're here.
I did ask some people.
Yeah, I don't know what it says that all 3 of us have the free time to record a podcast on Valentine's Day, but there you go. Do with that what you will.
Very cool.
Like, I'm just thinking about all the anime I watched, and like, do I really give a fuck if Naruto ended up with Sakura or Hinata? I mean, Hinata's best girl, but like, do you think I'm watching for the romance?
I think they were all tricking each other, and in all honesty, yeah. I think that it's Naruto x Sasuke, and I'm not even like joking. I mean, there's a meme because they kissed in the first episode, and they also kissed in a filler episode. But Sasuke's hiding in the woods, right? Like, he's not home at all during Boruto time. And Naruto's always having secret meetings with Sasuke in the woods, and he can never be home with his wife. What do you think this is telling you? Suspicious.
Are you talking about Brokeback Naruto, bro?
What?
Never mind. If you didn't get the reference, I'm not gonna explain it. It would be lame.
That would be very lame.
I am totally gonna Google.
As far as anime
romance.
as far as anime going on right now, one ship that I ship so damn hard is, and I don't remember their names, but from Kaguya-sama, the main 2 characters. You guys are watching Kaguya-sama, right?
I am. Their dynamic is hilarious. We just kept on describing it as like romance
rom-com Death Note.
Rom-com Death Note. Oh my god. Because love's a war, and every single word you say is so valuable and could give you the advantage in this game of chess.
Yeah, I think that's a cool.
I love it.
That's a cool show. I personally don't relate to either of the 2 characters, but I do think they're great for each other. So it's one of those things where I feel like I don't relate to them as characters, but I think it's a great couple together when they come together. So I definitely ship them. Like, I mean, you have to ship them. If you don't ship them, what are you shipping, man? What are you shipping?
Yeah, I ship them. They're great. I love them. But as far as other awesome ships in anime, oh, I just came up with this one. Someone else's turn.
I'm literally looking up shit because I'm trying to remember.
Okay, well,
Holo and
I was
Lawrence
about to say
from Spice
yeah.
and Wolf was amazing. I'm actually reading the light novels too.
Oh,
Their
really?
just their dialogue alone is next level. They're like it's such a more mature relationship than anything we're used to.
Yeah, Holo and Lawrence is a classic. I think that you have to respect the economics of that relationship.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I think Spice and Wolf is probably my favorite romance anime.
I think it's mine as well.
And yeah, perfect relationship.
What about
just want
Asuna and
that-
Kirito, guys?
Pretty
You just want
awesome.
some of that
also.
wolf action. Actually, I want to bring up a ship that I feel very strongly about. Asuna and Kirito from Sword Art Online, abridged.
That just changes everything. I actually did like when I first watched it. I kind of liked their relationship. Like I
So
can't
did
really I can't really
I
knock
did.
it that much, other than
No,
it's kind
I
of
mean-
like the
Are
same
you
reason
talking
I
the
complain about the
actual-
show is that they rushed and time skipped everything. I felt like their relationship seemed so rushed, so that's one thing. It just didn't feel real, but they were in a fucking video game, so I don't know. Getting
No, I
married in a
think
video
that-
game doesn't mean anything. I've been married in video games.
I think that
Very cool, Briggs.
SAO, the only thing it has going for it really is the relationship between Kirito and Asuna. So I wouldn't knock it. I think
Thank you. I really love that relationship too.
yeah, it's a good ship. It's a good ship.
I think it genuinely is. It became a meme because Sword Art Online was so overhyped at one point. But no, I really like that relationship also. Because it's so weird. They're living in this whole fantasy world. Yes, it's like getting married in a video game, but at the same time, that's their life.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
They don't know if they're ever making it back. I mean, they're hoping.
But at the same time, I feel like the complaints a lot of people have with Sword Art Online applies to the relationship as well. We didn't really get to see it like how it developed or it develop at all. It felt really quick, and we didn't get to know either of them as characters as much as I would have liked until later on in like the other seasons. But I'm just thinking of the first 12 episodes, to be fair.
15,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
The
15?
problems with SAO for me are that the side characters get almost no development. The villains have no development, but the only people that do really are Asuna and Kirito. And I do like that their relationship actually evolves. They're not just like, oh, I want to confess my love. Oh, but I'm too scared. So let's go for another 20 episodes without me even telling her how I feel. Like, they actually progress, and I do respect that ship. It's not one of my favorites ever, but I
No.
respect it.
Same here.
I know I liked it a lot when I first watched it, but I liked Sword Art Online a lot when I first watched it.
Very cool.
I mean, it kind of just went downhill afterwards, but like at the very beginning, I was fucking hyped.
First 15 episodes, I still say are amazing.
Bro, it would have been so. I think I'm just upset about the potential it had, right? Like, it could have been so much better if they just took their time. Like Animax said, the side characters got like no development. So when one of them happens to die, it's like, what's your name again?
Yeah, which is what they pointed out in the abridged as well. It was they had fun with that.
Really?
I think that with SAO, it's a great concept, and each season has some interesting concept, whether it's manipulating memories or being trapped in a video game or all this different types of stuff. But AI, it's all there, but it just isn't utilized as well as it should be, and it has a lot of potential, but the potential is never reached.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely not a bad in any way. I just think it's an average series that like could have been so good, but just wasn't.
Yes, I would agree.
Well, as far as ships go, I don't think either of you have watched this anime, even though I do highly recommend it. In fact, now that I'm bringing it up, I kind of want to rewatch it. But have any of you seen Katanagatari?
No.
I haven't watched.
It has
any.
nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the Monogatari series.
Oh, we talk about this like every stream, and every time I think it's a part of the Monogatari series.
I do think it's the same author, but it is not. It's not similar at all.
What does Katanagatari mean? Like story of the sword?
Sword Story?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's 12 episodes. Each episode is 50 minutes, 50. And it's amazing. The main character is Shichika, and the main female character is Togame. And the way it works out is there are these legendary swords and whatever that are dangerous, and there's like this whole plot to destroy the government and whatever. Now Togame shows up on this island where Shichika lives alone, banished because his ancestors were banished on this island, where Shichika and his sister are there, and they're basically training, and they've learned the art of the sword, like because they're different sword arts. Get it, sword art? No, but they're. But Shichika's sword art, it is not online, is no sword style. Like he fights with his bare hands. Like whatever, it's one of these anime shtick, but not the point. He's a total badass. And Togame comes in with this whole lie prepared to recruit Shichika to her side. And Shichika is not the brightest bulb in the box and doesn't really see through it at all. But when he eventually learns the truth, he's like, well, why didn't you just say the truth altogether? And she's like, wait, you actually still listen? And she's like, hell yeah. And the ending to that series, which I will not spoil, is fantastic. It's one of my favorite anime endings of all time.
Man, that sounds pretty cool.
Katanagatari is if you like dialogue, you'll love Katanagatari.
It really just depends on the dialogue, but it does sound really interesting. Like, what's called Spice and Wolf was so dialogue filled, but I loved every second of it. To the point that I read the light novels.
Which is very cool.
By the way, we had 2 interesting ships in the chat. We had Nux X triggering Animac. And we also had Nux X Animac's hair. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I have a whole list if you'd like to continue.
Nux, what's it called? You read the manga for Bleach, right?
Well, yes.
Do you know, did Ichigo end up with Orihime?
Oh, I didn't actually finish it. I have like a few chapters left, and I just didn't get into it.
That would be hilarious, because on this list that I'm reading, they shipped Ichigo and Rukia, and I don't think they ended up together. That's amazing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he ends up with Orihime, but I never finished the series. I'm disappointed in you, Nux. I have to say, I'm very disappointed that you did not bring up Celti and Shinra from Durarararara.
I did not. And I don't feel salty about that because I thought it was a good relationship, but I don't think it was great.
Really? I feel like it would be right up your alley, but
I think it's right up my alley. I think their relationship's awesome. Like, who other than whatever the scientist's name is would like accept, but even love like some mythical creature? That's amazing.
I do like your relationship, but top tier.
I mean, it's interesting. The interesting part about this is you're wondering, is Shinra some kind of like fetish pervert, or does he actually care about her?
And yes,
I think that was interesting. Fetish, man of culture, man of science, and he loves her. Do you want to talk about Mikasa and Eren? How do you feel about that, Animac?
I mean, I want them to end up together, but I don't think it's one of the greatest ships because it's never developed, right?
Yeah, it's not developed.
We haven't seen it develop.
But yeah, I do want them to end up together.
That
as well,
reveal, as far as the Ackerman reveal in the manga,
makes
so much sense. It was so good.
That changes everything about their relationship dynamic, which is so crazy, and it just like throws everything for a loop.
If 2 months ago you would have told me, "What about Mikasa X Eren?" I would have been like, "Oh, garbage ship." Like honestly, I do not like either character. I do not like them together. Mikasa is just a robot in love with Eren because he gave her his freaking scarf. Damn it! But
let's not get into spoilers, Nux.
I'm not. Okay. I'm not saying no spoilers.
Just remind me.
The manga reveal was fantastic.
Yes, and definitely recommending to read the Attack on Titan manga. It's far ahead of the anime, and it is amazing. One of the best manga out there. So be sure to check that out.
It's actually amazing.
Anyone? You guys want to bring up any other ships? Because I got more, guys.
I got plenty more. I got Ban X Elaine.
You just don't like it because she looks young.
I guess. Yeah,
I really like Ban X Elaine. I think it's such a good relationship.
I think.
But if you feel awkward, no problem. I just want to shoot a few off before we stop.
Well, I'd be down to talk about Ban and Elaine a little bit.
I mean, I don't know how strong Elaine's character is. She does do an amazing thing, when she sacrifices herself for Bond. I don't know if on her own she's a great character, but with Bond and that relationship is a good one for sure.
But I think Bond opened up Elaine's eyes to humans in general, right? Like at first, all her entire job was to protect the fountain, right? And in the end, like she ended up giving it to him to like survive, and like gave up her life so Bond could survive. And at first, like she didn't even want to give Bond a chance, but then she realized that like Bond was actually a good person and wouldn't do anything to harm the forest, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the chat, we also have Derriere X Speed, and that's an amazing relationship.
Yeah.
Can it be Derriere X me?
It's so tragic though.
Yeah, it is such a tragic relationship. Oh my god.
I think that, like, for me with Bond and Meliodas, both of them, like, their relationships are good with Elaine and Elizabeth respectively, but it's their character and how they evolve in relation to the relationship that I really love the most, rather than the relationship itself. But I definitely respect the relationship.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel like I don't ship Meliodas and Elizabeth that much. Like I like them obviously, but like I don't care about that relationship nearly as much as Bond and Elaine.
I like the curse dynamic.
But the curse dynamic's cool. I'm just saying, like, as a couple, I feel like I just don't care.
You have to ship Elizabeth and Meliodas because it defines the entire series and his entire personality, right? So there is no other choice.
I mean, I root for Bond and Elaine way more. Like,
same.
I loved how Bond was like doing anything to try to revive her, right?
Yeah, but Bond is such a great character. I'm working on a video on him right now, and Gozan is working on another video on him, but Gozan is focusing on the power. I'm focusing more on his character. And yeah, man, he's such a great character. Probably overall my favorite in the entire series.
Same
with Meliodas a close second, and also Escanor and Mael, the entire Mael character. My God, great characters.
For me, it goes Bond and then Escanor. Because Escanor decided that, of course. And Gingerbeck donated 50 magical crystals, actually magical rainbow flags, to say Lord Nuxanor X Lord Brigo.
Very cool, Gingerbeck. Very cool. Although we know that you just want Lord Brigo topless with my voice, right?
I think that'd be the most ideal situation.
What to say to that, guys. I'm just glad that I was kept out of this. But
with Animax hair.
Ooh,
imagine Saitama X no hair.
Saitama X Animax hair. Anyway, did any of you watch Golden Time? Because it's my favorite, one of my favorite romance anime ever.
I have not.
Have you heard of it?
No.
You never even heard of it?
No.
Dude,
I'm just shonen fuck.
And I regretted it.
Sorry?
I said I googled it once. Golden Time. I regretted it.
Oh. I was thinking Golden Kamuy when you said Golden Time.
No, I've heard that it's a good anime. I haven't seen it. It's older, right? It's
like 2014.
Would you say it's a gold experience?
Oh, 2014. Okay, I thought it was like 2004 or something.
No, it's actually the manga that I think it's a manga that was made right after. It's a light novel. My bad. It was the light novel made right after Toradora by the same author.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I personally, even though we did not bring Taiga and whatever his name is, I do like the main character. That guy. I do like the main characters of Golden Time better, Kagakoko and Tadabanri. I think that, first of all, it takes place in college, not high school. So that is so damn exciting. Also, this relationship went back and forth the entire series. It's like they were together, they weren't together. At one point, he made believe he was her gay brother or something that was living with her so that other people wouldn't think it's weird. I don't know. It was amazing. I love that relationship so much. But actually, if you haven't... Sorry,
go ahead.
But if you haven't seen it, there's nothing to say.
Actually, it would have been good to have Gozan here because he's read a bunch of shoujo like Honey and Clover, and he loves it. And a lot of it is mature relationships from college and stuff, more that kind of thing. And also, he read Orange and a bunch of other ones that are like technically shoujo. But
I've seen Orange.
You read Orange as well?
I've seen it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's a shoujo.
It's not a very good one.
Zerker donated 100 bits. Moses or Mitochondria 20, Ginger 50, and Moses 50 as well. Thank you so much, guys. I just want to acknowledge everyone real quick.
Thank you guys, but I don't know what bits is. I think you mean magical
crystals.
I have a feeling that my Discord chat is actually all watching this together, making fun of us.
But of course.
But aside from that, yeah.
Go for it, man.
Well, I think it's Animax's turn. I just said a few.
Okay, so we cannot wrap this up. We cannot wrap this up without mentioning Mako and what's his name? Gamaguri?
Gamaguri
Gamaguri from Kill la Kill.
To watch Kill la Kill. Pardon me?
And I still haven't watched Kill la Kill. Fun fact.
Because you're a beast.
Man of culture, of course.
Because Nux keeps selling it for you, but that is an amazing ship, and I think even Nux has to agree.
I do have to agree. That's the only reason to watch Kill la Kill. Also, Lord Brigo, can you please watch Kill la Kill so you can compare it to every single anime I've ever recommended you?
Well, okay, I'm not gonna watch something that you don't recommend first. I need to watch Made in Abyss and Elfin Lead.
Well, I told on Elfin Lead. Made in Abyss, I preferred to Elfin Lead personally.
I think Made in Abyss is next on my list. To be fair, you've hyped it up way too much.
I recommend Kill la Kill. Nux doesn't. He thinks it's just okay.
Well, I have to get to it. It's on Netflix now, which means it'll happen sooner or later.
Yeah, Netflix for the win.
Yeah, Netflix is amazing.
Kaori and Kosei from your line
Mitochondria in the chat says, "How have you not watched Made in Abyss?" Thank you, Mitochondria.
Your line April ruined my life, so yeah. I'm not gonna even talk about that. I don't want to venture into that.
In the chat, Jesse X James.
Don't you mean James X James boobs? That one episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was great. Also,
Jesse.
Brock X jelly-filled donuts.
Yeah.
But no, Jesse's another person that I would ship myself with.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, I just remembered. I didn't even write this down. I had a few notes, but I forgot to write down Lelouch XC2, and I loved that couple. It's so they're both such weird, messed up characters, and she's like way older than him. She's a big cougar. She's like 600 years old. He's 16 or 17, but it works, man. It works.
Well, I did like that relationship, but you know, relationship I like better. Satan X Emmy Yusa from Devil as a Part-Timer.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is such a good relationship. She's one of the best tsunderes ever.
Yeah, she's a great tsundere. Yeah.
And Devil as a Part-Timer. Can we all get together and watch Devil as a Part-Timer together, please?
I would love to. I feel like
I told you I'm down, and I've seen it, but I'll watch it again.
I've seen it twice, and I'll watch it again.
I've seen it many a time, and I've read the novels as well.
You mad lad.
And in the novels, like, they're kind of forced to spend more time together due to certain circumstances I won't spoil, but it's amazing. Like, their relationship's so jokes. Like, I feel like I do have a sweet spot for tsunderes, but there's some tsunderes that just suck, and she's really done well.
Yeah.
I like
love
born
that
to be
relationship.
rivals, kind of.
Yes, she's born as the one supposed to kill him. It's so funny. And he's like such a nice guy. I don't know. I love that relationship. I also love Yato X. I don't remember her name from Hiyori. From
I love
Noragami.
that ship.
Yes, that's a great ship. Yato's an amazing character. I have to do a video on Yato. Damn it.
I think that's actually one of my favorite ships, Hiyori.
I could
Yato.
keep
I'm trying to
going.
figure out why I like
we
it
have
so much.
Deku X Bakugo.
I guess the reason I like it so much is because Yato needs someone to remember him, and like he's not trying to like get into a relationship, but it ends up like they kind of end up falling for each other a little bit. So it's great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And like she's there for him, and like probably the only person who is there for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many great ships in anime, and even if you don't watch necessarily a lot of romance anime, other genres also include some really powerful romances. So I think that, you know, there's so much to choose from, and definitely a fitting topic for today's date, and you know, fills the heart with warmth.
Briggs X Todoroki, we got a lot of those in chat.
Nice. I mentioned My Hero Academia. I knew we were toast. But I have to say, from Konosuba, Kazuma X Succubus Hooker Dump. Absolutely.
Like everyone, all of the succubi. together.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm down. And me X Darkness.
Free Pornhub Premium X Valentine's Day. Thank you, Beck. I was thinking that too.
Nice. Well, in any case, I feel like this is a good place to wrap it up. I mean, there are way more, but, you know.
Krillin
there
X
we
Android
never
18.
get to it
Sorry,
in a
I'll
single
stop
stream.
shouting stuff out now.
Madara
However-
X Hashirama. Oh, sorry.
Aang X Kitara. I'm just reading the chat at this point.
Is that an anime?
Yeah, but that's not an anime, Briggs. We're trying to be professional podcasters. We can't consider Avatar: The Last Airbender an anime.
Bro, anything other than the intro of the podcast isn't professional.
Kaido X Big Mom.
That them having sex could destroy it's planetary level, lowballing.
I do think that in the end of the series, if Luffy does find himself a whammon, which he most likely will not, but if he does, it'll be Boa Hancock, and she is best girl.
Yeah,
I
it would have to
put
be
that.
Boa Hancock. There's
I
no way
would
Luffy would end up with Nami or Robin.
Alrighty.
We'll see.
Well, that was one awkward silence too many, and I think it's a good place to stop.
Yeah, except Nux, we can definitely finish the formal part of the discussion now, but we still have to get into the reviews.
All right, can you send me a link with the reviews again? Because I still don't know anything podcast-wise.
So the reviews, I have them opened here. Do you guys want me to just read them?
Yeah,
Sure, go
but
ahead.
not all of them. Just like your top 5.
Yeah, I'm reading all of them. But obviously not the ones from last week, only the ones from this week. Because I want to be grateful to everyone who bothered
I
to
am
write a
grateful
review.
to everyone, so make it a competition. Yep, you're the best reviews get mentioned in Rant Cafe. How
You're all-
Mitochondria said Roy X Hawkeye, and I agree. Moving
You're
on.
all the
also
best
agree.
according to Animac. Okay, so we have, after the last week's and the week before's amazing reviews, and we're almost at over 100 ratings on iTunes, so thank you guys. We have P5 saying, thank you guys so much. I don't know if I mentioned P5 last week, but because I'm not sure if that one was up yet, but I appreciate you. P5 said, I would have never thought something so good would come out of this stupid podcast app, which they were using, but thinks that what we're doing is amazing, and the anime community needs this type of thing. So, really appreciate that. Discovered us through Nux, but then came to also appreciate Briggs, Animac, and Noble Senpai, who has been a regular guest. Definitely cool. Very cool. We also have Lone Star saying, hello, great for finding new anime to watch. So people actually listen to us when we talk, and they're like, I'll check out that anime.
And they watch
then
Made in Abyss, but they don't watch Kill la Kill, like absolute mad lads. Thank you very much. Very cool.
But other than that, you should all watch Kenichi.
You should
Yes.
all watch everything. That's at least that's what Nux tells me. You should watch everything I tell you to watch. And there's a lot.
Facts.
Zoro X
We'll-
Directions. Nice. Well done. Thanks for the 100 bits. Go ahead, Animac.
We have Alexander John saying, my favorite anime podcast. Tournament brackets are my favorite. Animac and Nux agreeing is an evil organization in itself. Hope
Too
you
OP
can make
must nerf.
Hope you can make it a video podcast. Well, actually, we do have video accompaniment. If you watch us live on Twitch or on the YouTube channel Rank Cafe, you can see us while we're talking. Well, not Nux, because he doesn't show his face, but the rest of us do. Nux is like some kind of like weird superhero guy. You know, no one knows what he looks like. It's for the better. We also have Nico Pelli
They
saying,
say I look like the worm from Hunter x Hunter.
yeah, you could say that you look like the worm from some people did say that. Maybe even in a review. Let's find out. Someone says Nico Pelli or Nico Pell says the Rank Cafe now with 50% more Teching 101.
That's pretty accurate. We have him here like 50% of the time.
Yeah. Then we have someone with a crazy name like DHCHGF, like just random, like someone just like randomly type letters into their keyboard, saying the title is Rank Cafe Review, and the comment is the podcast that will show you why the worm from Hunter x Hunter is Lord Twigo's sidekick. P.S. Where's the Digimon vid, Nux?
Oh God! Well, I'm uploading a Digimon video. Okay, it's not the one you want, but it's gonna happen. And then I'm gonna do the one you want.
Yeah, Sounds good, Nux. We'll see. No one understands Digimon. We have Twigo Senpai saying, catching up. Hey, Noble, if it makes you feel better, we are at chapter 932, so just read 3 chapters a day. You'll be caught up in no time. I think that was quoting Nux Taku. So by my calculations, if Noble starts today, February 7th, he'd be caught up just in time for Christmas.
Perfect.
There you go. It's a yearly plan.
Now, you don't understand. Whoever wrote that clearly did not understand the thought process going through my mind. I was saying that you read 3 chapters a day. But once you get into it, you will lock yourself in a room for a week and finish. You think I'm going to leave anyone to do 3 chapters a day, to limit themselves to merely 3 chapters a day? I always advise everyone to start with 3 chapters a day, but they usually finish before that a lot of times.
Yeah, I usually, when I am trying to catch up to a manga, I do 5 to 10 chapters a day. I try to go hard. And that's how I got caught up to Black Clover finally. So
you guys are weak. 5 chapters, 10 weak.
I agree, man. I read all of Black Clover in one sitting. So
wow.
I know 174. At the time, it was 174 chapters.
We had another review by Benpai who says that he's proud that his review made us all laugh previously. So his previous review. So we have a double reviewer in the house.
And where can these people review Animac?
This is on iTunes.
Very cool.
The iTunes reviews. We have one that says Nux is best villain. I love Rant Cafe. Wish I could have watched live, but playing this in 1/2 speed is so good. So half speed. This person loves us so much. And by the way, the name of the person is Bracken. Loves us so much that they just listen to us at half speed so it lasts longer.
Very cool.
He totally didn't say 1.5.
Oh my god! Sorry, continue.
It says 1/2 speed, so technically it means half speed, but maybe he meant to say 1.5, but I'm going to take it as half speed, so
I agree.
Sorry. We also have a review that just says review title. And the comment is Lord Twigo be praised, and that is by Dad-tastic.
Aw, Daddy.
Hell yeah, Dad-tastic.
Then we have a very cool by Lord Twigo-sama.
Which is
also
indeed very cool.
Reviewer, so I'm not going to reread a second reviewer, but I appreciate it. A podcast for true men / whammon of culture by Rip Wizardmon 69.
Rip Wizardmon's death was one of the greatest anime deaths of all time. Thank you, Rip Wizardmon 69. Very cool.
Been watching Rant Cafe for months now. I love the different views and honest opinions you guys give. Always cracks me up, and I hope nothing but success. Cool. We have a one that's a warning. It says, beware, you will get triggered. This is by Javier Villagomez Rodriguez. It says, dude, Animac making moves. I love it. This new setup as an audio podcast will help my phone not die quicker. I listen to Rant Cafe every day at work. I've watched them all like a trillion times, but no matter how much I watch them, they're still entertaining. ASF. And that speaks volumes to the type of podcast this will become and already is. Keep it up, Animac, Briggs, and Nux. Thank you, Javier. Much appreciated.
We have Gingerbeck in the chat saying, okay, this is boring, Animac. Just read your top 5.
Oh, great. Because Gingerbeck said it. Moving on. We have a comment that a lot of leaves by Epic.
How many more are there? Did we at least do half?
Nux, feel free to leave. Feel free, my friend.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys. I'll be going.
I care about the viewers and listeners of this podcast. If you don't, man.
Look, I care about them, which is why I'm telling you to do top 5.
Epic17x says, this podcast is a great way to entertain yourself if you're a weeb. We have Lord Twigo saying, love Rant Cafe. We have Jojo is best saying, listening to this made my toe fall off.
Well then.
Poor guy.
I think we should follow Saitama's advice. 20 words or less.
We have Dende saying, it's lit. Makes my uni revision feel so much faster. Thank you. Appreciate it. I personally could never focus on listening to something and doing work, but if you can, that's awesome.
Depends on the work, right?
Myotismon for Twilight saying,
Myotismon is one of the greatest villains in all of anime. Proceed.
Says, not the worst card ever. Love listening to Rant Cafe as I wait for my cocoon of evolution to hatch.
Great Moth is one of the worst things ever created.
Well, someone disagrees. Someone who loves Myotismon, so wants to see Myotismon in Twilight. We have a review by Because I'm Batman, saying, awesomeness, this is better than watching Ultra Instinct Shaggy fighting to survive versus our Lord and Savior, Lord Twigo-sama San-kun. And I watch every single one since Nux forced me into watching it by constantly talking about it relentlessly. And I'm glad he did keep it up and get Heavenly Controller on here. Please, I want to see that happen. This is King Tank Games. So you see, King Tank Games, I read this, but Nux didn't want me to read your review, even though he forced you to watch and listen, and now he doesn't want me.
Maybe King Tank Games would have been in the top 5.
Well, maybe, but maybe not, you know?
But maybe yes.
Ash Beast says, retarded Suzaku and Lord Twigo would have been proud. Enjoys every episode and hopes for us to keep up the good work. Always learn something new and never regrets listening to the podcast. Unless Digimon wins purely through memes.
Look forward to the video.
But then again, that's what makes it great. So yeah, there you go. Don't worry, guys. We only have 1,800 more to go.
Property, I have nothing to add. I'm just here enjoying.
I wish there were more reviews so that everyone who's complaining could be like, damn it. We have Kawaii Mode.
Yo, Briggs, can we start writing reviews?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kawaii
I'm gonna
Mode
write when I troll you
66.
so bad.
Guys, don't interrupt me. I'm trying to read the reviews.
I hate you, bro.
This is serious business. Kawaii Mode 666 says, is that a JoJo's reference? Well, now, you'll have to watch all of the episodes to find out. You're welcome. # James's boobs.
Good name.
Clear. And then you tell me you can just pick 5 out of these. You tell me you can just pick 5.
Well, that's top tier.
We have Weeb Greatness by Bruh Swears Web Pit.
You blame my pronunciation.
Well, this is just random words put together, man. The title is Ahum. Then the text is Cracks Knuckles. Long-time listener. We need more Too Spooky and Teching. Also, Nux. I have been requesting a video on Cobra from Fairy Tail, the truly strongest person in the show. Brigo, you're a cool. Animac is meh. And Noble, hope to see you more.
I like this guy. This would have been a top 5.
Yeah. See? That guy that's meh actually read your review, buddy. We have Wet
If I knew how to read your review, I would have too. Don't worry.
Atkinson1331 says, Wet Dream of a Weeb. I finally get to experience Nux triggering Animac with Digimon while checking anime memes. All praise the Lord. Worm Guy is better than Twigo is the name. Worm Guy is better. The title is Change My Mind. And the text is Worm Guy is better than Twigo. He ain't my lord. Change my mind. Wow, sassy. Sassy right there.
You know, everyone's going to start reviewing on iTunes while you read, so we'll never finish.
We have Best Anime. Top James says, Rank of It is the best anime I've seen, though I prefer the manga. The main cast of Nox, Animac, and Briggs are perfectly balanced. Nox and Animac are the Zoro and Sanji of the group, always trying to one-up one another. True. Whilst Briggs is the Nami, trying to keep everything organized.
He's not even the Luffy.
I thought you were going to say I was a Luffy, and I was
so
like,
excited.
yes!
Wacky and unpredictable like most shonen main guys, like how Digimon won the tournament and how Team Rocket almost won against the God Hand. It did win! It did win.
It did win.
Truly the greatest manga written. Always love the podcast. Keep it up. Thank you, James.
This is amazing.
That would have been the top 5.
I can't believe I'm Nami. You couldn't even say Lord Usopp.
That was hilarious. Like when he said, me and Animac are Sanji and Zoro. I was like, oh man, Brigo getting the spotlight, and Brigo's Nami.
That's amazing.
Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Don't forget, you told me I
Shonen Whammon.
You try to pick only 5. We have Sarny Wolf saying recommended by the algorithm. Saw this podcast pop up in my YouTube recommendations. Decided to give it a listen since I've seen a few videos from Nox and Anime Uproar. The episode was about the anime that seems normal but is actually messed up. And from that episode, I found a new anime that I'm now obsessed with, The Promised Neverland. I'm excited to see what new topics they talk about and keen to find more anime suggestions from them. Thank you, Sarny Wolf. Appreciate it. We have Jacob.
By the way, fun fact, I'm up to like chapter 80 in Promised Neverland. Good stuff.
Good.
I need to start reading. I really need to start reading.
I'm gonna try to wait till the first season's over, but I don't know if I'll make it.
Do we know how many episodes we're getting?
Probably 12 or 13.
True.
That's my guess also, but I don't know.
We
That's
have
bearable.
Jacob Agazio say, pretty cool podcast. I'll keep it quick because I have to poop. This is a pretty cool podcast. 5 stars, good sir.
Does he not know you can write reviews and poop at the same time? And in fact, that is the best and most auspicious time to write reviews.
Well, not everyone is a tech master like you, Nux.
Also, I said the word auspicious in a sentence.
Cole Crablegs calls this review The World, and it's a bunch of text. I can't read it all, but it's basically the lore of Noxarius Tacius from the ancient Twigo scroll, and it goes on to talk about Animacius and Brigius, and also podcast needs more teching is the conclusion, which has nothing to do with the crazy lore. And finally, the last one, and I wish there were more, guys. I wish there were more, but we have
Me too.
AKAJHSG say, Yas, Queen. 10 out of 10 would eat again.
Those are pretty good, man.
Thank you for that James Charles review.
Yo, can we drop a link to the iTunes in the chat?
Okay, but only if you agree that you will read them all. So we are going to wrap it up, guys. Now, thank you for listening to this Valentine's Day special. We're going to do an after party on the Anime Uproar Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Anime Uproar. We do these live on twitch.tv/Rantcafe. Also, we're on YouTube. We're on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere where you get your podcasts. Until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
And stay weird, babe.
Shinbaku.